Hello everyone, Sons and Toon. Welcome to another mod overview, this time on Busy Drones, or Buzzy Drones. A mod that simply adds in drones, which obviously happen to look like bees, and there's also a bunch of stations you can use for different purposes. So, you can obviously make a regular drone with iron, gold, honey bottles, and redstone. There's also a pickup version, which has the redstone swapped from the left to the right. You can also convert them in a crafting grid if you haven't already made one. Sorry, if you've already made one, then you can swap between them, I mean. Other than that, there is the stations, which there's the source, like so. You can obviously swap between each of them if you already have existing ones. Target swaps the redstone with the honeycomb, and the idle is redstone in the middle compared to on the right and on the left. So yeah, keep that in mind for recipes. Now, basic, I assume, can do maybe just some general stuff, but I'll probably just cover pickup because it's the one that I've kind of got the most sort of understanding of how it works. So my guess is you have to actually have certain items on the ground. For example, if I just drop a bunch of cornflowers, for example, we'll see the bees there. You can see they've changed their particles and their eyes to reflect certain things. Nothing's there. I'm gonna have to check the description because I haven't checked this part yet. The drone cannot find any station means red. You've got yellow, which means they can't find a valid station, so they need to see another one. You obviously might want to filter, or use a different filter. And the drone working is... Sorry. Yeah, the drone is functioning, but they're not doing any jobs at the moment, and then blue means they're currently doing something. So that's the different sort of colored eyes and particles we keep in mind there. Let's see, that's just a basic, and that pickup one's in a error state, so we'll just place this one down here, this pickup one, and now we'll drop some cornflowers down. We can see them do that. They sort of just float around a bit. So they've now picked those up, and they've dropped them to somewhere. That's a bit odd. What did you do? You also errored as well. That's not good. The others worked fine before. There is no easy way to get them back other than hitting them, I think. Yep. So you do have to hit them to get them back. There we go. Okay, so they had the drops, they just didn't know what to do with it. Okay. It worked before. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this chest. Because it shouldn't matter, but... For some reason they... Oh, how did you get in there? Alright. Pick up basic. Got enough in creative anyways. That's fine. So just do... pick these back up and reset them. Just to see what happens. Because I actually don't know. We'll find out. And if that benefits, we'll go pick up... Let's see. Source station is I assume where the resources are. We do that. Are they going to pick it up from that inventory? Because they don't chests. Okay, so if we do this, is that going to change anything? Nope. Okay, so we'll get you here, just drop a bunch of flowers, see what happens. They're racing around. They've now picked up the rest of those. They're mostly going in here. So yeah, that's 7. It's not bad. You picks it up. That's fine. We can filter with a cornflower compared to, obviously, a chest will do. Throwing these down, they'll pick them up, but they can't put them in there, so I'm going to need another one specifically for chests. Assume when you have the filter in there, they immediately know what they're doing, so that's a good sign, and we saw that happen quickly. What else is there that's detailed? Drones stop moving completely when they don't have anything to do unless there is an idle station nearby, which I assume they gravitate towards often when they're just like, I have nothing to do, and then it's kind of like I'll just go to the idle station to, you know, just sort of, I guess, sort of move over to. Yeah, they don't have anything to do. They're more efficient than conveyor belts, or not more, sorry, because they obviously float around and still trying to detect a container they can interact with. Look for items on the ground and bring them to target stations. You can also have drones that pick up items from the ground instead of source stations. Okay. Once drone is placed, it will start looking for nearby source stations where it can take items from. So you can use source stations as a means to store things compared to having them on the ground in an area. And they should pick up something. I'll try the basic and see if they do anything. I don't know if they're just buzzing around at all. They may be. We'll try... Oops. Whoa, okay, that went quick. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try more cornflowers. Oops, and see what happens. Who goes and does that? Which of you... I'm assuming maybe one of the basics. What are you doing? I'm just gonna take these back. Can you stop doing that? Oh, come on. Come on, get back here. Obviously not the most amazing thing. Obviously right-clicking them would be nice, compared to just hitting them, but, you know, if you've got a sword, that as well. And they don't completely become defeated, so that's fine. So the basic, my guess is I can use a basic and cornflowers, and that'll do its job, and a lot more faster efficient. Or is it... Oh, so they go from one to the other. They don't have to pick it up and then fly. Interesting. Okay, so they just go, hey, I see something here. Hey, send it over to here. And then they'll eventually do the typical buzzing around. Whilst the pickup has to sense something in the world, then eventually makes its way over. Interesting. Okay, so that's a good noticeable difference. I may probably be missing some other things, but I would assume that's probably the situations you'd want to use them for. Is just one block to the other, depending on how you obviously set them up, of course, and the pickup for any in-world item entities, so anything that's dropped on the ground, compared to just block to block, and then obviously assume you can just use a hopper or a pipe or whatever other system you've got connected to this one, and this can be just your sort of drone to whatever else sort of connection, I guess. And also for large stacks, really quickly with the basic one, it seems, rather than obviously the pickup where it kind of drops what it can into the target station. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.